Right, well, hello and welcome to episode 42 of Let's Play F1 Manager 2022. Going up to the Mexican Grand Prix. We've got a point here for Vesti. We're going to put it in braking. He starts to get interesting now. We start to really improve him as a driver. All the next points that come up in all different aspects. Quite looking forward to that. Inbox. Underfloor research is completed. Front wing manufactured. Suspension manufactured. We've got some more 80 whatever they are points. The review and a great race, and the confidence went up, even though I thought that was shite. So we're under no real pressure there, are we? So cars, car part development, new project, research, please. Let's do another rear wing. Why can't I do one? Oh, because the rear wing design or research project is already in progress. So that'll be that then. We could do another underfloor. Fuck it, you know, I'm going to do it. Right, but I want to do this by a third now. Let's give it 2.2. I want to use a third of them. So about 23 will do. We'll put 5 engineers on the job. And we'll save the rest for when the rest runs it. When we do it, when do we get the rest done? So, do we get any more? We finish one then and one then. What race is that? Mexican. Oh, so the week after. Okay. I'm all for that. Let's look at our finances. 44 million. And how much was that again? So I know I keep looking. How much was the design facility? Design centre? 32. I won't risk it yet. Right, cars. Where do we see how many? Warehouse. Doesn't show how many we've got at all. Oh, well, I'm going to worry about what they tell us then. Right, let's continue. Review in a month. Yeah, no shit. It could be quicker, could it? Tell you what, you're going to tell me about Jack doing smoothness as well in a minute, yeah? Go to race prep. Performance targets. Qualifying 15th with one car. Fastest lap will never happen. And number of drivers finishing 15th. We've got a new hot streak. Got to do that 3 times. We've got 3 races left. Hopefully we'll do that. But potential reward is $500,000. Circuit info. 3 DRS zones. Medium abrasiveness. Low speed, but you're fucked on high speed, not so bad. 1 stop or 2 stops. Didn't check the staff, doesn't matter.
Music is in the air this weekend, but it's not mariachi we'll be hearing. It's going to be the roar of the engines and the cheers of the crowd. Formula One is back in the very heart of Mexico City at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. This is an exhilarating circuit on the Formula One calendar. We'll be sure to see plenty of battles and overtaking this weekend, especially with the help of not one, not two, but 3 DRS zones. This is it. We're down to the last few races of the season, and it's time for that final push. Who will be crowned champion at the end of it all? We'll find out soon enough. The weekend begins here.
Right then. Rain on race day. Oh, we're excited now. Work can wait. Right. Let's get to this as quick as we can and get to race day as quick as we can. How about that? Right then. I will see you in a sec. Right, we're back after practice. Sorry, but we're also back after qualifying because I balls it up. The recording, it didn't work. There's a shit. We were crapping practice, miles off it. We got 97% on both cars. That's all you've missed there. We qualified 19th and 20th, as you can see. Oh, that's practice. Miles off it. Miles. Qualifying. There's a lot of grid penalties, but obviously Verstappen's not going to come all the way down to our level, so we'll have to see where we shake out in a minute when we start. So when is the rain? Because we've got a rain race, is it not? Yeah. So it's going to start raining at around lap 19. And then it's going to get heavier, and I don't know what that means. Oh, it's really annoying that you don't know what these things mean. So does that mean it's going to absolutely fucking sheet down or what? It looks like it, don't it? And then it's going to dry up, and then it's going to rain again, and then it's going to dry up. So it's going to be an absolute nightmare. So okay, no. What if you put him on? Oh, do we risk it? We could definitely risk it with... That's slower anyway. We could definitely risk it with Vesti. Do I risk it with Dune as well? No, we'll put Dune on the mediums because I know he goes through tyres. But you could go on the softs though, because I do think that you'll hang on to your tyres until the rain comes. So yeah, we got 97%. We couldn't do the top one because once I move that, it moves all of them. So unless you want to do it on start again, nightmare. I've done the car parts. Yeah, I did that because we did it for qualifying. So I'm sorry I missed qualifying out again. You've missed nothing now, really. Well, don't tempt fate then.
This is it. Here we go with the Mexican Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Oh, I can't. Mouse is not moving, and I wanted to pause to see where we were at. Oh man, the mouse wouldn't move then. It's been caught on something on my mouse, man. Okay, so we've got Magnussen, Gasly, Ricciardo, and Ocon behind us. I don't expect to keep any of them except for Magnussen behind us, really. What is wrong with my mouse? So let's go. Can we get past Joe? Albon's on 11th. I'm going to sneeze. Sonoda in 12th. I'm just really looking to be in front of the Aston Martins and the Haas cars again. The last thing we want to happen is for them to have get the tyre strategies right, be lucky on when they come in on the rain, because if we do, we don't want them. I mean, we want to do that and be lucky when we come in on the rain, so we're getting the points, maybe. But I don't want that to happen to Aston Martin or Haas. That's for sure. Ocon's past Vesti. Do not lose touch of these.
Keep pushing.
before DRS, please.
Alpine just advanced.
Half tempted to skip through till it rains. But we won't. Yeah, I cut recording because I didn't quite get finished before work, so I'm going to do this after work now. Though I started perhaps the intro before and we finished the last episode, hence why I've not changed. I'll definitely get this race recorded before I go and walk the dog, and we're nearly a second behind already, and that is not good enough. That's not good. That's not good enough having two Aston Martins over a second in front. No, 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 no. Dylan, come on, man.
Pushing on, pushing on. Copy.
He's got plenty of rubber that he can push on.
DRS enabled.
I'm sure that was Ocon just trying to get down the outside. It looked like a shadow. No, it was Ocon. In fact, he even got in front because that's come back as a position gained.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Well, it wasn't really, was it? Right. That was nearly a second, over a second again. So 0.93, come on now. Well, it was less than so. Was that the marker? No, it'd be too far away. It could be that mark. So we got a bit of DRS there. And where's the next marker? Oh, that's up there. It is.
Keep your head down.
Squeeze him out, and that should be the DRS marker there.
That's a good overtake from Alpine.
Okay, it was always going to be difficult to keep Ocon behind us, to be fair. Can we stay mistake free though is the thing. Not lately we haven't been. Again they're getting out in front through that sector there. Festy looking to make a move on. Yeah, he's not far off. I can't help but feel we'd be better off if we let him past on the soft tyres, but Ocon just in the fastest lap there. And at some point then we're going to have to tick on till it starts raining. I think we'll just see the end of this lap, and that's what we'll do. So let me just write this down. I ought to do some little forms that I just fill in the numbers when we're coming in and out, really, on Excel. Print them off, that would be a good idea. Tyres are getting a little warm. Well, you are pushing on them a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be doing you a lot of good. And Vesti comes flying past under DRS. I'm going to have to give that position up, I think, doing. Vesti 1.3 seconds behind Ocon though, that's no good. Okay, well I'm gonna skip on a bit then till something happens or a bit of rain. Hopefully we can stay in touch. It's not looking likely, but we'll do our best. Right, see you in a sec.
Okay, there's a big crash.
Oh, it's been a crash. Someone's gone off there.
Yellow ahead.
It's only a yellow flag though.
We've had a crash.
Sonoda, get in.
We can take a look now. Now let's look at this. The focus on Sonoda. A definite collision there. That's very
That's
unfortunate.
not too bad. Meanwhile, Ricardo's overtaken. Oh, all of a sudden, Vesti hadn't doing, he'd done doing, and now he's just done Vesti there after that crash, but we've missed it.
McLaren gain a position.
I mean, here it is. Let's have another look.
Daniel Ricciardo involved here.
Down the inside. Made it stick, fair play. Well, hot on the heels of Joe though. So we're now in front of both Haas cars, so it's just the Aston Martins now that we're struggling with. We've got one. Albon's still in the 11th though. That's too close to the points of my liking.
Nice work.
Okay, and when's the rain due? Oh, it's not for a bit.
And there's an
Okay.
overtake from Williams.
Well, I'm going to tick on through again then. Okay, so we've had another crash. Oh, it's been red flagged. We've been red flagged. Ricardo have just got past us under that red flag as well.
Flag. Copy.
Let's see what happened there. Now let's look at this. Here's George Russell.
Oh, Russell again on a red flag.
Oh, a nasty crash there. No! The team are
And we was
really disappointed.
giving Ricardo a run for his money then,
Let's
Vesti
hope it
was.
doesn't set them back too badly.
Okay, so we're going to be under a restart then. Times, well, so we can make limited changes, but it's going to rain straight away. 3 minutes after restart, okay. So we'll change those tyres on car 1. And car 2, we might also change these as well. We're going to be back in a second anyway. Do we get to see what everybody else has got on? Yeah, everyone's saying exactly the same. Russell and Ocon are both out of the race.
It's time to pick up where we left off as the race
Okay.
restarts.
I'll still say, without a replay, I don't know. Ricardo went past
And
us
it's
under the red
lights
flag
out,
then.
And away we go.
We'll stick with Vesti. And Gasly's behind us now somehow. I don't understand how. We don't remember unless he got caught up in that crash as well. That's a load of bunch of bullshit how we've just braked and give up a load of time there. But there's Albon just in front of us. Oh, Doohan spun. Oh, how have you managed that? We hadn't even gone around the corner yet.
We've just had a spin. Let's have a look. Now we see the Williams here. And there it is. That's where they...
Clown. So how far behind is Doohan now? 3 seconds. Oh, if we could just stay mistake free. And you know Vesti's got a mistake in him somewhere in this race. So I hate to see him in the best position, because you just know any corner now it could be a Vesti balls up. See, they've all gone on the hard tyres, but we're all going to come in for it. They don't check the weather forecast. It's stupid. I mean, we could even attack here, apart from the fact that it's probably going to cause him to spin off. But both of you can go hell for leather, because it's going to rain any second now.
Stay firm on DRS.
So you can absolutely go for it, lads. I'm having a bit of a mouse drama here. There we go. I think I must tap the button on the top.
We look at reducing the lift and core.
Okay, that's nearly got us past Albon. Come on. Do him on the inside now. And we know we've got Ricardo's number, because we've been going past him quite a bit in the build up to that red flag.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yes, Vesti. Yes, up to 12th, lad. And it looks like Doohan's got right on the back of him already.
And
Fair play to him.
From Williams.
Don't know how he's made them 3 seconds up, but he's done it. Up into 12th on merit. Okay, so we're going to have to knock it back a bit then if the tyres are overheating. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough.
You can afford to.
Don't we lose performance if they get... Doesn't really tell you. Let's try and find out. So they're hot. Oh, there was a crash. I heard it behind us. But it doesn't say how it affects performance if they get too hot. Oh, it was Ricardo. It wasn't behind us then.
Daniel Ricciardo involved here.
Oh, we just didn't quite see it out the corner of our eye. It was in the periphery down the left hand side. Well, I didn't see it anyway. So there's another one gone. That gets us up into 11th. Just don't make a mistake, Vesti, please, please, please. And we've got to be due the rain pretty soon now. No, Gasly's just got past Albon, so he's right up our jacks, you know. Big gap between Vettel and Verstappen. Yeah, it is Vettel and Verstappen.
We're expecting more rain to come.
Okay, well, we knew that was going to happen. It's just a case of when we come in now for these tyres. And first thing that's going to, well, I've noticed, is we've got two Alpha Tauris in front of us pretty close together. One of them's going to have to stay out on dry tyres when it's wet. Or one of them's going to have to come in for wet tyres when it's dry. Or they've got to stack them. I mean, we have got a similar problem. Yeah, Doohan's not quite far enough behind. I think we might be better off stacking him than leaving him out a lap though. Don't seem to make any inroads on Norris at all. Oh, there's been another lock-up. Who it is this time? Oh, it's only a matter of time before it's Vesti.
That's a lock-up.
Sonoda. Okay, he's behind us. Should help Doohan though, you would think. Can we get past Ricardo? No. Still no rain. Lap 19, end of.
Okay, good job.
Until lap 20. I know it was predicted, but in a minute there's no sign of it. Let's check out the.
New position, just gained by
What is
Williams.
wrong with this mouse? Oh my god, I'm having absolute mouse dramas here. Well, forecast has changed now. Which is not good for Doohan's tyres. I might regret going on these if it doesn't rain now at all. And everybody else put hards on. I think that's what everybody changed to during the red flag. Yeah, pretty much. Don't seem to be even close to getting past Lando Norris at the moment.
So
Ah, now here comes the
just one
rain.
shot.
Just as we pass the pit lane. Well, we haven't got to make a decision just yet. Look how far that other group is in front. 10 seconds between Vettel and Verstappen now. Okay, now we're ready. It's coming for Inters. I'm going to do it with both drivers though. Surely he's going to lose less time by having to wait in the pit lane than he is staying out on slicks. Look at the time we're losing in the rain all of a sudden compared to everybody else. Why is that? Why have we just lost all that time? Again, I call bullshit. Yo, what's going on? I didn't want to fucking park it up.
Okay.
push the white line on exit.
Well, a lot of cars coming in, but a lot having to stay out. Well, not as many as I'd like. Oh, come on, let him release. Oh, it's such bullshit, that is. How's Albon got in front of us when we come in before him? Oh, that infuriates me how far Norris is up the road now as well, look. Because fucking pit lane won't let us out again. Unsafe release, yet everybody else is allowed to pour out the pits. From just outside the points to 15th. Right, come on then, Vesty. Get this place back, mate. Back up to 11th. Still calling it bullshit though. Should be in 7th is where we should be, behind Norris. Right, come on, you can get past Albon here now. How about if we use the cheeky overtake button?
You have the overtake. Go on, cheeky overtake button. There it is. Get out of it, Albon. Oh, how is he? What the fuck?
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Who's this now? Gasly. Yeah, it's going to be tough to keep that Alfa Romeo behind us, to be fair.
A position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Right, what can we do? Is it going to get worse? It said it was going to get worse. Not to about lap 41, if that's what that means. That definitely means worse. If only there was some sort of key to what the symbols meant. Right then, let me write this down. Oh, I can't find my pen. Right, I'm going to skip on through then, I think, until we've got a decision whether this round's going to get better or worse. So See you in a sec.
There's a big crash.
Okay, there's been another crash. Oh, it looked like Norris.
Yellow red.
We
It
can
was
take a look
Norris.
Now just take a look at the McLaren. They've lost
I
control.
don't know if that really is a big crash, but there we go. Just can't seem to get past Albon and make it stick at the moment either ourselves. So frustrating. Oh God, stop in the yawn, sorry. This is why I like to record in the morning before work, because I'm just too tired after work. Still nothing different happening with the with the weather, just light rain. Somebody else locked up again. This is making me very twitchy. Sonoda is behind everybody, because sooner or later it's going to be Vesti. Law of averages says. Can we get past this time? No. We just don't have the speed to take the Aston Martin down at the moment. Okay, well, I'm going to skip on ahead then. Till there's a change in the weather. So see you in a sec. Right, you join us on lap 32. There's got to be a mistake from Vesti round the corner. He's doing quite well in 11th. He can't get past Albon. The rain has really started coming down now. We're really not far off wet tyres. I don't know what that symbol means there though. So we're just going to have to judge it. But he's out. Conditions are treacherous. They're just on the verge of intermediates not being good enough. Remember, Vesti and especially Vesti and Doohan, their adaptability to driving the wet weather is not the best. And I could do with increased it, but with how often it rains in the races, I don't see the point. Got Magnussen behind us. Okay, now 3:59. Is it going to get worse? I'd like it if it did, just to liven the race up again with a load more pit stops. Albon seems to be getting away now. Now this weather's got really bad. Vesti seems to be struggling a little bit to driving it. I don't know if I'm doing is beyond Magnussen a fair way. This could see Magnussen come past here where we're struggling now. The Albon's going right up the road now. The weather's got really bad. Oh, it's getting worse again. Oh, we've just gone past the pit lane now. Is it going to keep getting worse? Is it worth jumping in for wets? All these questions and no answers. Magnussen's passed. It was going to happen. He is struggling in the wet weather now, Vesti. And the rain holds at 3 point. The water in the track start again. The water of the track holds at 3.92 now. Now it's getting a bit better. So I'm glad we didn't jump in there for wets in the end. To the point of burning that fuel when we can't go very fast.
Level 3.
Probably better off lifting and coasting around the corners.
Lift core increase, please.
Yeah, 133 there for Vesti. Tyres overheating in this water, that much water on the track, are you sure? Alright, somebody else is locked up. Looks like it might be Gasly. Oh, there's been crashes. Oh, they've got a safety car.
Sounds like there's been contact.
Safety car.
Well, ignore for a minute. Oh, Gasly's out.
Okay, there's a big crash.
Copy.
I don't see the point in coming in unless we're going to come into wets. What's the point? We're not going to see the crash? Evidently not. Gasly gets a penalty for whatever he's done, but they're not going to show us. I'm pretty sure that never came up at the top of the screen for us to look at then. So we'll never know. Okay, but we'll if that's not coming up, we're going to skip on until the safety car picks everybody up. Okay, it's got us. As long as we're caught up, I couldn't give a shit about everybody else. All that's done is bring the race back together. Don't really help us any. Just, in fact, it's probably hindrance. It just brings the McLarens right up our jacksie. So it's got us in the top 10 now, but it's also got Albon in the top 8. Bloody hell.
Safety car in this lap.
Can't be having that.
Copy.
So looking at the fact that Stroll's last, Gasly must have took Stroll as well, and he's come into the pits. I did see him come in. That's what that'll be. And he's not allowed to catch up with the rest of the track. No, the rest of the pack. He gets double punished while Gasly's got a penalty, excuse me, for a race that he won't finish. Right, Magnussen's got past Albon. Now that's better for us to Albon, but we don't want Haas finishing in the top 8 neither. And Norris has got past Doohan. Yeah, it's going to be trouble that McLaren's are now that close to us again. Okay, so now it is that symbol. What does it mean? It looks like it means it's drying up, because the water on the track is getting better. Another lock-up.
I think there's been a lock-up.
Lance Stroll. Okay, well, that don't help or hinder anybody apart from Lance Stroll because he's so far back it's untrue.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Dude's got past Norris again. Good lad. And Norris has got past Doohan again. Another yellow flag. Another lock-up.
McLaren
For
gained
Verstappen.
position. Looks like there's been a lock-up. Let's take a closer look. Now here we see Max Verstappen. Well, they've locked up. They won't have been happy about that.
And let's not forget Vesti's still due his fucking balls up yet. That takes Magnussen to 7th. Shit the bed. And he's having a pop at Alonso. Holy shit, he's in 6th. Well, this is not good for us, really. I mean, yeah, we're in the points as well, but fuck me, we can't be having bloody Haas getting points for 6th place. It is getting slightly drier now. We should bring Vesti back into it because he was struggling for pace when it was get super wet then. And then sooner or later it's going to dry up completely and then get rain again and then dry up again, so that'll be interesting. If that's still the case, let me just check the weather again. Yeah, they're still predicting it's going to dry up and then get wet and then dry up again. Bloody hell. Verstappen all the way down to 16th now. I'm still absolutely shitting myself about the inevitable Vesti lock-up stroke spin. It's getting drier and drier. And they're getting further and further away. Steady. Ricardo got past Doohan now as well. I knew those McLarens are going to be trouble now. They've caught right up this.
Overtake.
They could push us out the points there, they could. Don't know what I can do to get him to catch. Right, where's he going to find the pace from? I mean, we've got some fuel to burn. Okay, we're going to have to start burning it, aren't we?
And we think you can reduce lifting coast.
Let's go for it.
Copy.
Reduce the lift and co.
Strolling the pits again. He's having a nightmare, that kid. Doing moaning again about his tyres overheated. I don't understand how it's so wet, but still. Alonso and Magnussen just going faster and faster, and Albon going faster and faster. How? Oh, careful of the curbs. Magnussen's normally shit. What are we gonna do? Well, it's getting a lot drier, that's for sure. So that might have something to do while they're getting a bit warmer, but we won't be the only ones struggling. It's almost time to consider coming in. Yeah, it is going to dry up now in a minute now for slicks. But we can't afford to stack them this time. So doing you in 12th, you're probably going to get the shaft. But one of the McLarens will have to get the shaft as well. Maybe it won't dry up enough before it starts raining again. I doubt that'll happen. Well, we're going to hang on. We're going to stay with the race until we find out what's happening with this weather. I must just check my phone a sec. Sorry, I know we're YouTubing. Just in case it's work. Nope, sorted. I've already seen that email. Somehow Vesti's managed to keep the McLarens behind him. I've got to hand it to him. Doohan couldn't do it. He nearly went as fast as Albon then, so there was hardly anything in it. So pushing the fuel obviously is helping. Maybe that's what Albon's doing as well. I imagine he's obviously got an excess as well as we have with everything that's gone on with all the safety cars. And now we're down to damp 1.56.
Keep your head down.
Oh, Doohan's lost another place to Vettel.
That's a position gained for AlphaTauri.
It looks like it's stopped raining. Yeah, it's definitely stopped. This must be Lance Stroll here getting in the way. It's not moving over. I appreciate you've had your race ruined, Lance, but move over, mate, eh? Well, the track doesn't seem to be doing one thing or another now. In fact, it's getting wetter again. Okay, right, I'm going to skip through then now, I think, until it dries out. So I'll see you in a sec.
Let's see what happened there.
Okay, so while you've been gone, we were trying to catch Albon, and then he's just locked up, and he's gone wide, and we're through. Oh, look how close the McLarens are to us.
That's going to be a big blow to the team.
It's got to be. He was in the points. It's just starting to dry up again now. The McLarens are so close. Okay, so that gets us into 8th. It more or less finishes Albon though. Look, he's down in 15th now. So that's definitely Aston Martins aren't going to score any points. So it's just Magnussen left. If someone could take him out, I'd quite like that. It's just starting to really dry up now. It looks like that's the end of the rain. No, it's still forecast a bit more toward the end. Oh, these tyres will be getting a little bit warm by then as well. Okay, well I'm not gonna skip through, but I'm gonna edit it, you know, and until we get to something a bit more interesting. So see you in a sec. Okay, so Ricciardo's gone past us. And it's hard to see from this because he's so far past us, but his DRS is wedged open. I don't know if that's a graphical glitch or whether it's actually happening, but he's going nearly a second a lap faster with his DRS open. You can see it's definitely open. You might be able to make it out. Trust me, it's definitely open. In fact, we'll prove it by going to Ricciardo and looking at his rear view. DRS open up the road. So glad to see he can use his in the rain. Whoops, wrong button. So that's good. So now we've lost a place because someone's got the DRS open in the wet for the entire lap. And look at the lap times he's putting in. 1.1 seconds quicker now. Oh, now all of a sudden we've got to wet weather tyres. Holy shit. Oh, what the fuck do we do about that? Right, Hamilton's come in. Magnussen's come in. I'm not coming in. I'm not going to do it. No, we're going to take a chance. Ricardo's come in, Norris has come in. Alright, we're going to stay out, but I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so we come back, but I forgot to turn the mic on, so I'm having to do a voiceover. So we decided to stop out. It's moved us up into 7th. There's quite a few cars coming there going for the wets, but already it's dropped below 4 mil, so well, yeah, 4 mil, so we're down to 3.9, so already we should be paying off now on his intermediates. Yeah, there's 4 cars coming so far gone to the wet tyres, took the gamble. We've took the gamble obviously to stay out. See how we get on. 7th and 9th, that's 2 cars in the top 10. But look at the 2 Aston Martins in 10th and 11th. They're a concern. Vettel's right behind us. Perez comes in now. It's what, 16 laps to go. It's supposed Bottas is in as well. It's supposed to stop raining before the end of the race, but that rain has still come down into intermediate range. Wet tyres will still work at that with that amount of water on the surface. They ain't complete write off.
Bottas is pitted.
And Vesti's super struggling as well to put in some decent lap times. When it gets quite wet, he does seem to struggle. Vettel's pitted now. He was right behind us. That's good news. There's quite a few there on wets. 7th and 8th now. We did a 134. The top team's doing 130. Well, Sainz has done a 131, but we're never going to compete with that. Just hope that rain starts to hold off and then clear up. As Magnussen overtakes Doohan.
Keep the head down. Keep the head down.
That still makes no sense. Magnussen's on the wets though.
Haas with an overtake there.
Yeah, he's pulling away from Doohan now, he's Magnussen. I don't know why it keeps going light. The sun obviously can't make its mind up if it's coming out or going in. Can't believe I turned the mic off for a work phone call. Forgot to turn it back on. It's not like it's bright red and you can't notice, is it? I don't even know when we're going to start skipping through, so we're going to have to play it by ear. But Magnussen definitely pulling away from doing there. It's a bit of a concern. I know we're only on like 50%-ish rubber, but it should be enough. Back to Vesti. Track condition changes to wet again, so that doesn't help. All of a sudden Magnussen's going to be getting an advantage behind Vesti now as well. It's not looking good. Should be coming on the wets. It's looking like maybe we should have done. One camp's going to be wrong. There's a lot that have stayed out on inters and a lot that have come on wets. 50% of us are going to be right, 50% of us are going to be wrong. Magnussen's just done a 131.5, which is so much faster than doing. Look, 133. That's a terrible time. Magnussen right behind him now. Super struggling in these wet conditions. Debated again about whether to come in, go on the wets, but that's just going to drop us down. Might give us an advantage over everybody on intermediates, but not. I don't know, it's such a gamble now. A 137 from Vesti. Super struggled on that lap with the wet conditions. Oh my god. And Doohan and everybody on intermediates. Look, Joe, Albon, all super struggled. Magnussen comes back. There's no holding past. There's no holding him back when he's on them wet tyres and them conditions. But just noticed then at the corner of my eye that suddenly the water on the track is reducing again.
Is that a new
I mean,
race
look at him go
position
on them
for
wet
Haas?
tyres. Just cannot compete with that. Checking again who's on them and who's not. 3 cars in front are all on wet tyres. Got no chance of catching them.
So it's not raining in the pit lane.
But it stopped raining now in the pit lane. Oh well. That's the news that we wanted. Magnussen won't be up the road for long if that's the case. Conserve the
We
fuel.
want to leave court, please.
Copy.
Probably should have saved the fuel now for the push now, to be fair. Made a mistake there, not turning that off earlier when we couldn't do anything in the super wet conditions. I never said I was good. So what sort of lap time is that now? Now it's dried up a bit. Magnussen's gone across. I don't know, 131. A 135. He can't even see him now. Oh my god, he's absolutely streaked up the road. But the thinking is, if it does keep drying out like that, he will start to come back to us. He's going to struggle on those tyres. And Boot will be on the other foot. Ricardo now. Oh, I say he did overtake Joe, but Joe's had him back. They do worry me, the two McLarens. So they are quite fast. Yeah, just check to see if anyone behind doing, and there's an absolute train behind him. Most of them are two of them are intermediates. The rest on wets though, so it's not down to tyre choice. He's just going slow. 49% rubber. Nobody else really suffering with tread. Back to Vesti. Can he improve on a 135? What is this? And the tyres going to start coming back to us. We get a bit of grip. There, a 131. I mean, Magnussen's still done a 130, but at least we're not doing 135s now. So we're back to being competitive-ish. Oh, stay off them curbs. Does worry me, man in the wet. Still super slow, taking it easy around them sections. I mean, right now all we're praying for is, come on Vesti, do not make a mistake. 8th place, 2 cars in the top 10, that's points. We'll take that all day long. 8th and 9th would be a tremendous result for us. God, I love the races in the wet. There's so much more fun, so much more unpredictable. Terrible race for AlphaTauri, look. 16th and 17th, they've had a disaster so far. Could all change yet though, but 10 laps to go ish. Now Magnussen's just done a 129, so he's still absolutely streaking up the road. Vesti manages a 130. He's still 0.6 of a second off his lap times. Unbelievable. So there's got to be a point when them wet tyres stop being any good. Maybe above 3 mil they still work, maybe below 3 they don't. We'll find out now. There's got to be a cut-off thing we've got to work out. I would imagine it's probably below 3 mil they start to... the wets really start to struggle. And the intermediates really come into their own. I'd say between that 3 and 4 is a bit... no man's land. That's what I'm thinking at the minute, because he's still putting some tremendous lap times in, man, for wet tyres.
We're not happy with fuel.
Okay, the fuel will start for Dewey. He doesn't seem to be getting any fuel back at all. Okay, so we started to skip through here just to see what sort of lap time we were doing, and we put in a 129 again. So we're just going to skip through until them tyres start working properly. I think I was under pressure with the wife coming home and having to walk the dog. So as soon as we start skipping that, we noticed that all of a sudden we're a lot closer to Magnussen than we were. Three-second gap now. Less than 3 seconds then, so 2.6. Yeah, look how close we are now. He was all the way up the road on the straight a minute ago. Couldn't even see him. Now coming to the straight, we're right behind him. So let's check. He didn't come into the pits either. Surprising. In fact, we're going to overtake him. He's done a 132 all of a sudden. And we've done a 128. We made 4 seconds up on that lap, so it's actually about 2.5 mil. But those wet tyres suddenly stopped working. It's a great overtake into 7th. Magnussen done. Can we catch Bottas?
Nice work.
Probably not, because it's probably going to be dry tyre time
And there's an overtake from
before we
Williams.
catch him. It's a shame. It's not just drizzling a little bit. Keep the track about yay wet. Anyway, so we're going to tick through now till the track dries out and it's pit stop time. Okay, so we just talked low fuel range again, but we come back. We took 5 seconds out of Bottas on that lap. What's doing is really struggling to get past Magnussen. Oh, now Doohan locks up. Oh, he's doing so well. Oh, what's he done? Oh, Doohan, man, in the top 10. Oh, and he's got damage. So we're going to bring him in now, take a chance, and we've got to change the wing. And he's got a penalty.
And several cars involved.
I didn't click on the crash thing though. I was moaning at the time it never came up, but it did come up. 5 second penalty. That's because he couldn't get past Magnussen, I'm presuming, because he was going so slow on them wets. He's fucking ballsed it up and got into the back of him. So lost positions out of the top 10 and a 5 second penalty. And we're going to have to take a risk and come in on the slicks early for him. But that puts Aston Martin in 8th and 9th now.
Copy. Copy.
But
Watch
I think
one
that's
line and pit
an
limiter.
AlphaTauri in front. So yeah, it is. He moves out the way. Stroll lapped him. But we're right behind Bottas now. We've just took 8 seconds out of him on that last lap because he's on the wrong tyres. 8 seconds because he's on the wets. Holy shit. Doing now all the way down to 15th.
To use the overtake.
Yeah, copy.
Can we get past Bottas? Yes, we can. He's absolutely crippled on them tyres. Up to 6th place for Vesti. But are they all going to come back at us when we actually go onto the slicks?
Good job, good job.
It's 1.2. I can't remember if we came in this lap or the next one. I don't remember, just seeing myself
And a new position.
sort the pit
Just
stop. So we're
gained
going to
by
stay out for
Williams.
another lap by the looks of things. Yeah, we are. Yeah, and at the end of this lap we're going to come in. We haven't really got any softs left. We've got them warns. Will they last the rest of the race? And then we realise there's only 5 laps to go. Yeah, of course they will.
Box.
And we're right behind Hamilton, who's also on the wet tyres now. Past Hamilton. They're all on the wrong tyres. But pretty soon we're going to be on the wrong ones as well. But now it's 1-0. DRS is now enabled. Now all of a sudden the only person on slicks is Doohan. Can he make a charge at the end? He might do, you know. He might do, because everyone's gone past the pit lane. If I'm honest, I honestly can't remember. This was yesterday when we recorded it, so I can't remember how Doohan does. I remember how Vesti gets on. Just praying he doesn't make a mistake. But we're having to conserve the fuel for a minute on Doohan, because he's just not coming back to us, the fuel. We don't want that situation where we run out crossing the line again. We're making some serious inroads into Perez now, but surely Perez will come in and change and go into slicks himself, and that'll probably put Perez beyond our reach, as we'll be on the same tyres as Joe comes into 6th place. Bloody hell, everything we do Aston Martin does better. But incredibly, Perez goes past the pits
Watch the white line on exit.
on wet tyres. What is he doing? Joe comes in, Hamilton comes in. That's a worry, because they're all going to be on the same tyres as us now. Hamilton obviously in the faster car, but we had put a bit of distance between us and Hamilton at the time. Vesti comes back out the pits in 6th. Oh, you'd take 6th all day, wouldn't you?
You're doing good.
Don't know what Bottas is on, whether he's coming or not, or whether he's still stupidly on wet tyres himself. You can see the tyres are going to last, not a problem. Sainz and Leclerc come in. They're miles out in front. I mean, they've just come into the pits. They've just come out the pits, so they've nearly lapped us. And that's Bottas again. He's still on the wet tyres. They've even no excuse either, because Gasly's out the race. Why didn't they bring him in? Who knows? We don't care. That puts us into 5th. We're not bothered. We know Perez is still on wet tyres.
Okay,
So we know he's got a pit now. And we're not far behind him. So Alonso comes into the pits. And he's on the way back out. Doohan's moved all the way up to 11th, I've just noticed. How has he done that? It took me off the ball completely watching Vesti. Surely he can't make the top 10 as well. And Perez still hasn't come into the pits. Still on wet tyres. So we're going aggressive. It's a bit of a gamble, because we know there's always a mistake in Vesti, but we're going to go for it.
Drop back.
We've got fuel now for Doohan to just carry on doing what he's doing.
The left-hand core.
And there is Perez, absolutely struggling like stink. He just moved out of the way, he had no choice.
Bottas is pitted.
Just a couple of laps to go. Bottas and Vettel have pitted now because they need to come in on the slicks. Doohan gets into the top 10.
From Williams.
Joe in 5th. Holy shit, Albon in 8th. Aston Martin having a great race as well. If only Doohan wasn't such a dickhead, he'd also... Imagine a race, imagine we were like 5th, 4th and 5th. So we decided to drop the pace a little bit there on Vesti. We were just looking, we just realised that we're still a good 40 seconds behind. It was 40 or 20 behind Alonso with 2 laps to go. We know we can't catch him, so we just want to bring it home now. We just want Vesti to bring it home, not make a mistake. Alonso's not going to be caught. We've just done a 121 that lap. If you look at some of the other lap times, I know there's pit stops in there, but a 121, 101. There's only the two. Ferrari's gone faster, I think. Oh no, Hamilton's gone faster. Oh, that managed an undercut, so there's quite a few actually, but nowhere near in striking range. The next car behind is Joe, and I can see on the map he's miles behind. Just got to not make a mistake. I mean, it's not a podium, but fourth place, man, if you'd offered me that before the race, 4th and 10th, I'd have beat your hands off. Could have been 4th and 5th, mind, but still.
2 laps to go.
Loads of people doing laps in the 120s now. But look there, Joe is miles behind. He's still coming down the straight, and we're through the
And a new position
chicane.
just gained
He
by
just
Williams.
comes into it now. Oh, Hamilton's overtook him, so that does us a favour. That knocks Joe down a place, so 6th and 7th for the Aston Martins. As Doohan goes up into 9th, it's past Magnussen. Holy shit. This race literally cannot finish quick enough now. As Perez finally pits. Look at the Red Bull, 12th and 15th. What a disastrous day for Red Bull. Vesti comes round the last corner into the start-finish straight for what will be his last lap of the race, I think. As the Ferraris are just about to cross the line.
Okay,
Yeah, final lap. So Doohan actually hasn't got a lap to go. He's going to finish just behind the Ferraris. In 9th by the looks of things, because he's not going to catch Bottas from there. I can see Bottas, he's too far in front. Just can he hold Magnussen off? Can Vesti get round his lap without making a mistake? Probably not. So Sainz has crossed the line, Leclerc second, Bottas was coming in 8th, Doohan's coming in 9th, Magnussen 10th, he holds him off.
That would
So
be
that's
checkered flag.
points for
checkered flag.
Doohan, we'll take that all day.
And Sainz crosses the line first. He's taken the win.
Now it's just a case of can Vesti not make a mistake on his last couple of corners. Please don't make a mistake. Just a couple of corners to go. That's it. 4th place.
Check the
Get in. What a result that is for Vesti. Oh my god.
That's the flag.
4th and 9th for Williams. Can't argue with that. Super excited. You can tell by my face how excited I am. That's the fact that my expression hasn't changed, but I was excited.
A wonderful result
And then
here
in a
for
minute
the
now, I'm going to
Williams
notice that the
driver.
microphone's working. We'll just cut that out, and we'll just do it all with a voiceover. So Vesti was up 12 places, Magnussen up 10. He's had a great race. Doohan up 6. Verstappen, no points for him. Still 70 points clear though in the Drivers' Championship. Red Bull still miles out. Oh no, not so much now. Bloody hell, that's quite close now. 30 points in the Constructors. Ooh. Surely they're going to win it. Williams still in 8th. AlphaTauri 1 point in it. Another developed point for Jack. Nothing for Frederick. Nothing for the other Jack. Only 3.7 million, but we did have a shit qualifying session, didn't we? So Race Simulator upgraded. Sound. Right, so that'll be it then. So Next race is Brazil. Appreciate you watching. Oh, he has got a point, Frederick. I don't know where that's come from. Must be off the simulator. So, leave a like if you like. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And until next time, try a bit.